business.
Hello.
Daddy, here's the key.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
What is up, everybody? You already know how it goes. It's your boy B, back with another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Jones and I specialize in helping you make an extra income. Guys, if you're watching, I just want to really sincerely say thank you. And I try to take time out in every video to say thank you to everybody that's watching, because it means a lot, and it's you actually spending your time with me, and I hope I'm giving you exactly what you want. And I really just want to ask you guys one thing: just get better today. That's it. I don't want to like or subscribe. I just want you to get better. All right, so you get better today, and listen, I'm happy. All right, so let's talk about this. How do people flip phones for profit? I've seen a lot of people that are watching these videos, including one of my little cousins. Actually, she just found out I was on YouTube because she was actually searching how to flip phones, right? So she got into this whole industry of flipping phones, but she was steered wrong. She had a few people that actually she reached out to, and they gave her a course, and the course was doo-doo. Okay, it was crazy because she had me but didn't know, because we're quite a way apart, you know what I mean? She's on the other side of the state, okay? And we don't really talk. But one thing I will say is a lot of people are looking into making money, and they are looking to find someone to trust, right? And what I mean by trust is trust with information. Now, when it comes to flipping phones, there is a plethora of people that are online capping, okay, and they're saying things that they don't even do, okay? Now, I would give a little backstory about me. I am not somebody that started flipping phones. That's not how I started. That's not what my passion was. That's not what my passion is now. So one thing I'll say is my passion is not being broke. My passion is generational wealth. My passion is continue to get better every single day. My passion is not judging myself on someone else's success, but instead focusing on mine. That's my passions, okay? And when it comes to flipping phones and also looking and researching how to do it, you want to find people that are going to show you and tell you the pretty and the bad, right? Now, when I started this whole flipping phone thing, I didn't think of a course. I wasn't trying to set up a course. I was actually just in my stores making videos, showing people how I'm doing it, you know what I mean? And I've been doing that for a while without recording until, I'm not gonna lie, I got bored. I got bored just sitting there, and I felt like I had a purpose, and I felt like I needed to put my purpose out there. And that's when we started the Phone Flipping Academy. All right, so that is below, the course is below, but don't click on the course until you are finished the video. One thing I do want to say about phone flipping is very lucrative. It's something that literally can be a residual income, and what I mean by that is it's how I pay my bills. It's how I feed my daughter, my son. It's how I buy dog food for my dog. That's how I buy clothes on my back. And when I say that in a humble way, but I also say that to say anything that you can use to help provide has worth, right? And it's all about making that worth amplified, making that value. And phones, you got to think about it, are devices that people use every single day, okay? They use them every day. And what I mean by use them every day, I'm not talking about how we put on our socks or put on shoes. These are necessities. Shoes are a necessity, socks aren't either. I'm sorry to say it. But communicating literally with your people and your loved ones and your job is a necessity, okay? Something you need. And it also can become an addiction. So I was like, well, you know, I have to get into this industry. Now, I was already selling wholesale electronic, but when I got the opportunity to really see somebody flip phones, I saw somebody flip phones, and the profit they made was around, I believe, 50K. And I fell in love, okay? Because it was up my alley, and it probably is up yours as well. But I do want to tell you this: how do you flip phones for profit, right? How do you flip phones for profit? First, these phones are completely different from devices like this, okay? Devices that don't have a box. And what I mean by that is this: you have two types of phones, okay? You have phones that are new and you have phones that are used, okay? Two types. The new phones one set price, of course, they're going to be the highest value devices. Used phones, they're going to be ones that have grade A plus A, B plus B, C, C plus D plus, and all of that, right? But it's all about understanding what type of money you want to make, okay? We have a lot of people that are on the internet flaunting and trying to make it seem like they're buying 1,000 iPhone 11s at once or 1,000 iPhone 14 Pro Maxes at once, and they're just this phone flipping guru. This phone flipping thing is not about who buys the most. It's about who makes the most profit. And that's one thing that you want to get, right? You want to make sure you get profit, right? You want to make sure you can not only get the money that you put out back, but also get more. So it's all about understanding how to leverage your profit margin and make more money with your phone flipping. So the leverage that you're putting in, so the money that you may be putting into this phone, you want to make sure you get that money back, but also get something else. Now, that comes with this. How do you sell phones? So you buy these phones with your liquid cash, so you understand that the person that's selling this, they need you, you don't need them, they need you. So you're going to use your cash to influence them to giving you this device. Now, they might haggle, they might straggle, they might be upset that you offer them a lower price than what they deemed it to be worth, but you, the person with the money, you are the one that tells the person how much this device is worth, not the person that has the device. We are the thermometer, okay? We set the temperature, they don't. So we are the ones that are going to tell them how much the phone is worth. We then get the phone. Now, once we get the phone, it's sort of kind of the same thing, because now we got to sell it. And guess what? We are the person with the phone. So guess who tells us what the phone is worth? The buyer, okay? There's two types of buyers. You got consumers, and then you have wholesale buyers. I most likely only will sell to wholesale buyers from now on out, because I get a bunch of phones, and consumers I could do, it would make me more money. It's just a longer wait, and I like to always reconsume my liquid cash. So I do like selling to wholesale buyers. That is why we have the buyer's price list, and that is again linked below. Now guys, when it comes to these buyers, you have to understand the difference between a consumer and then a wholesale buyer. A consumer is going to be somebody like you and me, somebody that is just using a phone, and maybe I dropped my phone in the toilet, or my daughter took my phone, dropped it down the stairs, and it cracked and shattered, and I need a new phone. A consumer is always going to be somebody that is in need of a device for personal use, okay? They're trying to use it personally. But something like this that's on an account, this cannot be sold to a consumer, because if I sell it, well, I can sell it, don't get me wrong. I can sell it. You can do bad business. So let's get this completely understood. Bad business is something you can do, but it's not something that I do. It's not something that I want on my conscience, because I understand what my brand is something that I hold dear. I don't sell these to consumers, but you do have people that do, that flip phone and sell these phones to consumers, and they don't have a store for consumers. They're coming back and complain, so they just go ahead and take the cash and run. But having a phone that doesn't have a SIM card, that's on an account, is going to be quite difficult, and not paid off. It's going to be quite difficult for a consumer that's using it for personal use to actually put it on their account, because AT&T or T-Mobile is going to be like, this phone is on Richard's plan, and you're Sally. Yeah, I just bought it from Richard. Well, Richard didn't pay the phone off, Sally. Well, I didn't know that. Well, Sally, you got to do your research. So you just have to make sure that you guys are understanding the game. And I'll break down just a little bit. I break down more in the Phone Flipping Academy, but I'll break down just a tiny bit, which is, so phones with SIM cards are phones that you can sell to consumers and not have a problem. Phones that are eSIMs, you really just want to sell those to wholesale buyers. What they do is they have ways to unlocking them and shipping them overseas so they can use them. All right. And now when it comes to the whole buyer aspect, the buyer, as far as the wholesale buyer, will send you money or give you money in hand full right when you give them the phone. All right. So no matter how many phones you got, a real buyer is somebody that's going to cash you out. It's not you going to Walmart or GameStop trying to trade a phone in. Like, it's all about having a buyer in your pocket so that you can always get rid of phones when you need. That is a really big essential part. So I just want to break down things that you will need when we are talking about flipping phones. You will need, number one, you will need guts. Okay, you need to understand that you're going to lose money eventually because you're going to make a mistake. You're going to buy a phone and you're not going to look at the details and you're going to make a mistake. It's going to happen. It happens to everyone. It happens to me. Okay, you're going to lose money, but how much money are you going to lose? That is determined by your preparation. Now, yes, you might be like, well, if I prepare every time, Brandon, I'll never lose money. I don't like going into that. I always like going into assuming that I'm going to lose some type of money so that I'm not too down when I do, or I'm not hurt financially when I do. I'd rather always have that in my back pocket, knowing, okay, I may lose money, so let me be careful. 2, you're going to want to actually have an app, some type of device that holds apps, and the apps that you need to get are going to be OfferUp. You're going to need to get Facebook Marketplace, and just start with those 2. I really would just recommend starting with OfferUp at first, and again, I show you all of this in my Phone Flipping Academy down below. Guys, after you do this and you get your apps, the next thing that you're going to need is you're going to need some type of barometer, some type of market determination sheet. And I don't know really how to call it something, because it's something that we all use, phone flipping, but we don't really call it anything. But I call it a buyer's price list. You're going to need some type of price list that tells you, hey, this is how much phones are worth. And that is sort of kind of what our buyer's price list, which is down low, is something that tells you what the market value is for devices, and that's updated every single day. It tells you what the value for devices are every single day. It changes all the time. Think of it like stocks that change. They change and they go up and down. Prices go up and down. So you're never giving the wrong price to a consumer and never out of money because you just offered $1,000 for a phone that's only worth $700. So you always want to make sure that you have some type of price list that will tell you what the phones are worth. And then next, you want to find buyers. So you want to find a buyer, and the buyer is going to be either a consumer or a wholesale buyer. Now, I personally, if I was just starting, I would be looking for a buyer, but I would also be looking for consumers. So I would be posting all of my phones and devices on like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, MERCARI, Amazon, and things of that nature, so that I can try and get these phones out as quick as possible. And I do want to say something. You're going to make more money selling to consumers in the beginning, so I would do that as well, but you're going to make fast money selling to buyers. So it's all about what your preference is and how you want to make your money. All right, guys, so that is how you can flip phones for profit, the beginner edition. If you guys want to link with me and you guys want to talk with me, build with me, make sure you guys purchase the Phone Flipping Academy. We are going to make sure we put you in the best position. And after you take that academy, that's not the end of it. We are going to initiate you into our community, and we're going to put you into a community of like-minded individuals where you can actually learn how they work, learn their mistakes, learn the ups and downs of the business, and you can thrive and get 1% better every single day. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you don't know, my name is Brandon Jones, if you forgot, and I appreciate you guys, and I take it and make it my duty to make you guys money, and I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.